This is the Hazardous Hooligan, and in my last video, I featured the Contamination Kit, which is a freestanding prop, and I thought in this video I would do another freestanding prop named the Fear Valley Wolf. Let's get right into it. Here we have the box, and it is a pretty big box. Normally you see the boxes, they're either wide or pretty tall, but the reason why this box is this size is because most of this prop's size is actually in its length. And you'll see that on the box where it's 5.5 feet long. Now that is a pretty big dog. It's about maybe a little bit over 4 feet tall. And you know, it's a very realistic size if you want to have this big hulking dog slash wolf. And I think they do it very well. And you'll see that once we unbox it. Here is the head right here. It's a pretty big head. It's much bigger than my head. Let's see. Here is the tail. Pretty simple, not just a very hairy. I like that. Here is the back leg, and the two legs are very similar. Here is the front leg, and you can actually really see his paw here. I think it looks really good, especially with all the fur kind of going over, very natural looking. And then finally, here's the gigantic body. There's a bunch of like cuts, and looks like this guy was in a battle between two wolves, or maybe he's just decaying, but it's a pretty big body. So in this part, because all of the legs you have to screw in, I'm only going to be doing the left side here, just to save time, just because the screws do take a long time to put in. So I'll show these two, and then I'll cut, and then those two will be in as well. All right, so starting off, we'll put the front leg in right here, and that just kind of slides in right here. And you have to really find where this screw is, and it can be kind of difficult. So there's a hole here, and you want to put this black, really long screw in, and just kind of tighten it. And sometimes it gives me a little bit of trouble, and you have to kind of back it up and then move the leg, and it can be a really difficult thing, but I think I have it right there. You can also use the other one, but just for the sake, I don't need to tighten too much. Then here is the back leg, and this is the wrong one, so I'll put that right down there. Here is the right leg, just like that. And it's the same problem. These ones are actually more difficult to put in just because they're at an angle. Let's see. So you really have to find where that is, and I would suggest setting it up like this, because they do say you can just put the two back legs in and then kind of tilt them up, but I find that putting two of the legs in is actually easier because you have more to balance on. Let's see. Just like that. Just gotta screw it in a little bit more. And then there we go. So there's the two legs down, and you can actually get a taste on really how tall he is right here. He is wicked tall. Now, obviously, he is taller than me because he's standing on the table, but this is about how tall he is. So we'll put on the other two legs, and then we'll cut and then put on the head. I put these two legs on off camera, as I said I would, but I really wanted to take this time to really show all the detail on these blow molded pieces. And it's very thick plastic. This guy's gonna last. He's very high quality with all of the plastic, and just the detail in him is really good. There's like little patches throughout all the fur, and some you can see right now, some you can't, because there's some actually that are covered by fur at the moment. Like as you can see on the other leg, this whole part's kind of off, and then there's some little details like that throughout. But now let's put on the tail right here, and it's just a simple snap lock. Let's see. And this does wag, which I think is really cool. Almost like he wants to play. Let's see. There we go. And now, saving the best for last, let's get on the head. But before I do, I'll show you all the detail on this head. It's a really nice head. I believe this is vinyl, but correct me if I am wrong. It really does feel like vinyl, and they are known for using vinyl. And his mouth and tongue is plastic, and you can see the other eye there too. His eyes do light up, and they look really good while doing it. And his lip actually does snarl with servos, which is a first. There isn't too many animal props, so I'm really glad we did get one this year. Let's see. And here is the final piece. Right like this. And you do have to kind of maneuver this fabric around to get it on. Let's see. There we go, just like that. And now we kind of just have to get it right on down. Sometimes you have to kind of grab this back plastic here because it's a really tight fit, at least for this one. I don't know about every single one, but ours has a really tight fit for the head. There we go. And you can kind of hide everything. And there is 2 cords you do have to connect, but I'll do that off camera. And then there we go. And you can kind of comb back with your hand to kind of hide all of that extra fabric. And it does blend in really well. You don't even know this comes in multiple pieces when it's fully set up. I just really, really adore this prop. It's really cool. So let's get into the demo. So right here you can really see how big he is compared to me. He has a very, very menacing look. I have him turned off in a position where you can actually really see the snarl. It's not at the full snarl like height, but it goes about to here where you can see the gums. But you do see a good amount of the teeth in this one, and you really see how it changes the expression he has very drastically. And you may be able to notice from the demo, his tongue actually kind of goes with where the mouth moves, and I think that's a really cool touch. But you can also see how his ears kind of go back and forth, and almost like he's listening for what's around him. Just a really, really cool, very realistic animatronic. And I wanted to touch on where you can actually use him, because some people, they don't know where. Okay, I love the prop, but where am I going to use him? You can use him in a farm. I used him in my farm. Any kind of wasteland, because he does have this kind of look. You can use him in a house, it's almost like a Cujo type dog. You can have him in a lot of places like that, a zombie apocalypse, just a lot of really good places. He's a very versatile animatronic. And you can even use him in you could put him on a platform that has wheels, and you kind of wheel him out. We wanted to do that, but we just didn't have enough time to kind of figure out how that would work. But those are really the places where you could use them. This was Hazardous Hooligan, and I really do hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Fear Valley Wolf. He is an awesome prop, very unique, yet also very, very usable in any theme, as I said before. And if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I really enjoy reading them, and I'll see you in the next video.